Hello everybody, True Marvus here. Welcome back to part 2 of my playthrough of Return to Grace. We reached this point. We just flew around on a jetpack and melted some ice. So now we're here. And we're doing things. And we've got loads of AIs in his wrists and it's weird and shit. Ain't going that way, are we? Let's carry on. Carry on into the great blue
Like
yonder.
Can't believe how well preserved it is.
You think people could be alive in there?
You should really consider thinking before you speak. And then consider not speaking.
Logic. As long as life support is functional, it's not entirely impossible that someone's taken up here.
Or they could be zombies.
Well, that settles it. I'll disable Pal now.
Don't you dare. We might need him.
Another security door. I wonder why this achievement is. I don't think I've made a mistake yet.
Ooh, more buttons.
You
Yeah.
really are unburdened by intellect, aren't you?
What's the pattern here?
It's the Latin zes.
Huh?
Right, slower processors. You might call it a backwards Z or Z. And you'll need to make it the full width and height of the panel. Just having Pal running in the background is making us all a little stupider. Honestly, do you know what backwards is? Do you know what a Z looks like?
I know what a Z looks like, not a
If we
Z.
did switch Pal off, I could always switch him back if we need to burn something. Should we have Pal do this?
Okay, let's think this through. It's got to be the full width. Okay.
There.
Wonder when this achievement is then.
I've been thinking about why anyone would want Grace to be shut down. And I wonder if there could have been a flaw in her base programming.
Like what?
Control and empathy programming divert valuable processing power away from cognitive ability.
Which way am I going?
The big colorful doors. As I was saying, empathy interferes with practical decision-making. Control is a 4-year-old.
You are a 4-year-old.
Please stop.
Maybe it's because I made a mistake on the X. I think I did make a mistake on the X.
It says Keeper Rosaline.
She looks like a keeper.
She's pretty.
What do you suppose a keeper is?
It must have been a revered title if a statue was made for her.
Huh. Spire caretaker, maybe.
What was another one?
The key to restoring Grace may be about understanding her potential flaws.
Are you going to tell me the pattern?
You think we're flaws?
Having a few flaws is perfectly all right.
Logic sounds jealous to me.
Jealous? Of what? You can't even open doors without me.
Where are you going with this?
We'll talk again once you can tell me whoever it is. Figure that out, and I'll grant you access to the main elevator.
Grant me access? Logic. Seriously?
She has no way to do things without your help. It must be frustrating for her.
Could we create another hybrid? Logic and empathy?
Yeah. Like how you made me. I could give it a try.
Stop, stop, stop. You'll burn the place down. I will run a logic and empathy configuration as long as you promise never to allow Pal here to do any reconfiguring of our processing.
Deal.
I don't think that smart lady likes me very much.
Hello, Addie. Where do you want to start?
Can we start with the security door to the settlement elevator?
They are encrypted. It would take me days to work out the pattern.
Is there any other way into the settlement?
There is a room off to the side that does not have an encrypted entry. Perhaps we'll find something helpful there.
So you can open these ones?
They have simple passcodes. I can retrieve and play back for you. You will need to enter the sequence manually.
Thing.
This looks like another control room. These are databanks?
Yes, they contain flight records
Data.
from the spy.
Anything interesting about the records?
The bookings seem to be coming from internal servers, meaning the trip planning and coordination is all done here.
Where are people traveling from?
Everywhere. Destinations seem very evenly distributed throughout the solar system.
Do you know what this is?
It appears to be some sort of interface from which humans can track activity within the spire. Elements of the interface are missing. I'm not sure I can access it.
I think my comm device can be calibrated to connect.
Of course, yes. Let's give that a try.
We're doing the gyroscope thing again, are we? Missing bank. Map. That's a map.
Looks like the image from the spire entrance. This must be the spire structure. It must be in this section here. Can you tell me where Grace's processors are located?
You would need to access the console.
More missing equipment.
This looks carefully removed. There are records here of people who have occupied the rooms over the years. You got it.
Do we know the spire's capacity?
50 units. There it is. There are millions of names here.
Millions.
Well done.
If a million people cycled through here, no one could have lived here that long.
A few weeks at most, by my estimates.
Turn it.
Okay, I found record of an Everett who stayed on the 3rd floor. Unlike other visitors, there is no record of him leaving the spire.
So, Everett was a worker, or a colonist who lived here. Is that enough for you, Logic?
Hardly. It does nothing to explain why Grace would be calling to him.
So I'll need to find a way up to the 3rd floor.
Perhaps we can find one on the spire map.
All right, what are we looking for?
Grace processors are located at the top of the structure, as might be expected. There is also a massive radio beacon.
The beacon is the key, Addy. You must go now to activate the beacon to call the masses back to the spire.
Just a few minutes ago, you wanted me to leave on my ship.
The beacon is the answer. It has always been the answer.
Okay. Can you get me to the beacon then? Control?
Control will not be able to override security.
Then we need to learn more about Everett.
Here's the room where Everett once stayed.
Ooh, maybe we can see it from the balcony.
Possibly, but I don't see a viable route to get there.
Reach level 3. Is that not important then? We go to the balcony? Well, the balcony don't help, does it? If we could move a bit faster. Are you gonna let me in this door now? No? Reach level 3. Ow. Like in a lift? Was this a lift? No, it wasn't, was it? Okay, there must be something still in that apartment. It's got to be the balcony, hasn't it? It said go to the balcony.
I can see apartments.
Those are on level 2.
Well, if we can get to that balcony, maybe we can find a way to level 3.
I said examine for a beam.
I can climb this.
I suppose.
I don't see many other options.
Here we go.
It's pretty much a straight shot across. Looks sturdy enough.
Even in low G, a fall could result in an injury.
I've already fallen a few times from this height.
Careful, Addy. If you broke a leg, how would you get back to your ship?
You sound like my mom. Whoa.
Addy! Addy! Are you okay?
I'm fine, but you can't be yelling things while I'm trying to cross.
So, you're going to try again after that? You nearly broke your neck, Addy.
Yep, you're totally my mom.
Falling's kind of fun. It's like really short flying.
I think I automatically fell off for scripted reasons because I didn't do anything wrong there, I don't
Right,
think.
please?
Just concentrate on your breathing.
Yikes.
This is so exciting.
Breathe, Addy.
No!
I was pushing
You're still not
right.
helping.
I was literally, it said steady myself, and I leant to the left, and I pushed right. Why did I fall off? That makes no sense, game.
Oh boy.
Easy, Addie. Concentrate on your breathing. Very good. Now keep walking forward.
I can't watch.
I knew you could do it.
You should really try running across next time.
I'm hoping there won't be a next time.
It'd be faster, too.
Looks pretty empty. Maybe the rooms were for short work contracts.
That's a bed, isn't it?
2-week work contracts?
Or were people just visiting the spire? People sat or knelt here.
This was a place for meditation.
This looks like a shrine.
To honor Grace.
That looks like her symbol. Some weird little lavatory.
They've changed much over the years.
Not really. I've seen weirder. I've seen ones where
No.
people sat on ceramic bowls of water.
If they pooped in the water, what did they drink?
Demolition Man. 3 shells. Full achievement. Oh shit, man. Okay. That's literally a reference to Demolition Man. That's cool. That's cool. Ah, man. Okay.
Well, check out the rooms, I guess. Look for a way to the next level?
You still don't know whoever it is, do you?
I light up the pattern for you.
Another empty bedroom. Where did these go to?
This entire settlement is connected to a vacuum tube system. From what I can tell, they are headed in one direction, the top of the spire.
Okay. It's a drawer or something? Oh, we're climbing up
I don't see a
here.
way up.
Here's the code.
Not much here either. All the rooms have these tubes. travel packs.
So visitors brought in their own food.
They really didn't stay for long then. It's like they were on pilgrimages. Someone's made off with the mattress?
As a souvenir, maybe.
There we go.
We still have one level to go.
Hey, there's another beam here. I think it's a shortcut.
It is more direct, but I wouldn't advise it. You're better off finding a way through the apartments. Besides, I know how much you like to explore.
Might be worth it.
It's a lot farther down. Are you sure? Please don't fall.
How would saying that be helpful?
Look at that drop. Really makes you feel alive, doesn't it?
Let's keep it that way.
Hang on. You got this.
I'm trying.
That's it. Well done.
Oh boy.
Easy, Addie. Concentrate on your breathing.
Addie!
Really, we're back here? A lot of bullshit.
I can see apartments.
Those are on level 2.
Well, if we can get to that balcony, maybe we can find a way to level 3.
Unfortunately,
climb this.
the balancing game's a bit bullshit.
I don't see many other options. It's pretty much a straight shot across. Looks sturdy enough.
Even in low G, a fall could result in an injury.
I've already fallen a few times from this height.
Careful, Addie. If you broke a leg, how would you get back to your ship?
You sound like my mom. Whoa.
Addie! Addie!
Yeah, you can't. That's scripted.
okay?
I'm fine.
That
You
one's
can't be
scripted. You
yelling
can't
things
do
while I'm trying to
anything
pass.
about that.
So, you're going to try again after that? You nearly broke your neck, Addie.
Yep, you're totally my mom.
Falling's kind of fun. It's like really short flying.
Really short flying.
Please, be careful.
This is so cool.
Quiet, please.
Just concentrate on your breathing.
Yikes.
This is so exciting.
Breathe, Addie. Very good. Now keep walking forward.
I can't watch.
I knew you could do it.
You should really try running across next time.
I'm hoping there won't be a next time.
It'd be faster, too.
Looks pretty empty.
That wouldn't even
Maybe
be that
the
hard
ones
to
were for
do.
short work contracts.
2-week work contracts?
Or were people just visiting the spire? Well, check out the rooms, I guess. Look for a way to the next level?
I'll light up the pattern for you.
I don't even need to go in this one, do I?
Another empty bedroom.
Oh well.
Where did these go to?
This entire settlement is connected to a vacuum tube system. From what I can tell, they are headed in one direction, the top of the spire. Here's the code.
I won't watch it.
Try again.
Not much here either. Here we go.
We don't save here.
We still
Which is
have
where
one
it
level
should
to
save.
go.
Hey, there's another beam here. I think it's a shortcut.
It is more direct, but I wouldn't advise it. You're better off finding a way through the apartments. Besides, I know how much you like to explore.
We go on the apartments way. I wonder if we can go back.
I guess if you don't want to do the beam stuff, that's okay.
Here's the code.
Shit.
Try again.
I don't see any signs of unrest or violence.
And they left little behind.
Some weird little lavatory.
They've changed much over the years.
Not really. I've seen weirder. I've seen ones where
Thanks,
people sat on ceramic bowls of water.
If they pooped in the water, what did they drink?
What are these?
From what I can tell, they're audio recordings.
Of what, I wonder?
We would require a playback device to learn more. There may be a way to access the recording through your wrist communicator with the aid of a signal amplifier. But that would only be possible by adding an element of control to my logic processing capabilities.
So you need to create a control and logic configuration.
Like a little brother?
Well, it's the only combination left. May as well, Mom.
All right. Here we go.
Hello?
Maybe he's sleeping.
So you require a tool upgrade.
It's a boy.
We were hoping you could set up my comm device to help play back recordings.
Already done. Just hold your device up to the canister. You will be able to access the recording the same way you've been connecting to other systems.
Okay.
Hey, Grace. So I'm pretty sure I was the youngest person on the flight here, and the only Darksider, which was a bit of a surprise. My friends are still sending me halos on what to wish for, mostly stupid suggestions. And my parents made me promise to not waste it on something boyfriend-related, which I agree would also be stupid. So, here it goes. I wish for the lunar terraform to be finished. We're lucky enough to be in the dome, but thousands of kids are still stuck in the tunnels, and their families don't have enough money to take Earth trips. So they've never really been in a space wider than 3 meters without a pea suit, which really sucks. So, whatever you can do to make that happen would be great. Thanks, Grace.
I'd hate to tell her, but the terraform never happened. People came here to make wishes?
For Grace to grant?
I'm unclear how she would go about granting the wishes of so many visitors.
Oh. As you wish. Discover the first wish. Oh, it's the mall. Damn, have I missed? No, I can't have missed some of those, can I?
So, what should we call the new config?
I do not require a name.
Might make it easier if you had one.
I will let you know if a suitable name occurs to me.
I'll try to think of some too.
Here you go.
Someone tore this apart.
And took the pieces somewhere.
You're right. That's certainly interesting. Someone's made off with the mattress?
As a souvenir, maybe.
People sat or knelt here,
This was a place for meditation.
or contemplating their wishes.
There was an achievement for getting across that beam as well. Move on.
All right.
Hello, Grace. This is Madeline Torre. I'd hoped this trip would be my chance to connect with others who care about you. Now, I'm not sure anyone takes these wishes seriously anymore. So, that's my wish. Help me find someone. Someone who loves you as much as I do.
Huh, that's interesting.
She sounded lonely.
Figure this was left here as a token, or an offering. This looks like a shrine.
To honor Grace.
That looks like her symbol.
Looks like there's another climbable.
Oh, I've got one. We can name him Pal Jr.
I was thinking something that sums up what he does.
I can do many things. Pretty much anything you require.
So you're a jack of all trades.
So we could call you Jack.
What do you think of that, Jack?
I will answer to Jack then, if you like.
Another way up.
Dumbass balancing again. No. Okay.
This is level 3, Addie.
Let's look for evidence of Everett. What's the code?
Of course.
I am able to enter the codes directly if you would like.
Let her do it on her own, if she wants.
Any way of knowing if this was Everett's room?
The records only give the level. We'll just
Dark in here, isn't it? Oh, there's another one. There's two.
Let's try this one.
Hello, Grace. I've thought much about what I'd say when I got here. I know it's important for my parents that I make my wish count. So, I guess, I wish for them to be proud of me. Thank you, Grace.
Hey, Grace. I really don't know why you would choose me. I guess no one really knows why they're called to the Spire, but I'm greatly honored. At my age, I thought
That's all I can recover from this one.
It sounds like Grace chose who came here.
That explains why Grace arranged all the flights to and from the Spire. She was in control of it all.
Wonder how many of them there is. I wonder. Right, there's loads of places to go. So we came up here, we did that. Where's this lead? I guess it leads to another apartment.
Here you go. That's not it.
There we go.
Honestly, my head's all over the place at the moment, so asking me to memorize something, not a good idea, even if it's short. There's another one. Number 2.
This is Mark Anthony Wong, and I was called to Grace from Earth Station Phoenix. Not sure if anyone will hear this, but the whole tube system is shut down right now. People are not happy, and I'm getting a little scared, to be honest. I'll be locking myself in until the shuttle returns, and I'm leaving this in case something really bad happens.
That's a little ominous.
My wish? Oh, I'll tell you my wish. 10 years ago, we're on Venus at the Big Dome. Huge crowd. Olympia Mons favored 4-1, loses 5-1. 6 years ago, on Earth against South Union, loses 2-1. 2 years ago, South Union again. This time up north, I took the boys 3 months round trip. They go 90 minutes, no score. Extra time, no score. South Union takes it again in penalties. You want my wish, Gracie? The next World Cup is on Mars. I wish that Olympia faces South Union again and destroys them, like Space Me Out the Airlock humiliated. That would be a game. That's my wish. So how do I end this recording?
Olympia's still a crap team.
Perhaps Grace was rendered inactive by football hooligans.
Grace likely fostered sports as an alternative outlet for uncontrolled aggression. Of course people would come to her to share their passions.
I think burning this would have been the better move.
Here you go.
That's it.
Oh, 2 more.
Hey, the tube system is no longer accepting wishes. If anyone knows how to reach Keeper Everett, please let him know.
Keeper Everett.
It sounds like keepers were Spire caretakers.
When did Everett stay on this floor?
2955.
That's 20 years before this message was recorded.
So he stayed on after his visit and became a keeper? Why was there no record of that?
I would think answers lie at the other end of these vacuum tubes.
From what I can tell, the tube system runs through the central elevator shaft.
Logic? You gonna let us in, considering we know Everett was a keeper?
But do you know what a keeper is?
We'll need access to the elevator to learn more.
Ah, a classic paradox.
Logic.
Fine. If you're done snooping around, I will grant you access to the elevator.
Or you could uncover more canisters and learn more about the people who came
I'm
here.
going to uncover more canisters.
Reaching the
It's probably an
beacon
achievement.
is the priority. You must move on.
Shut up, Control.
Logic will open the way to the beacon. You must go to the elevator.
Hold your horses.
Here, Grace. Najisha, she was so excited when I got the summons. We talked about this for months. Who we could help. Who was most deserving. She honestly believed we could come up with a wish that could make everything perfect. Thank you for choosing me. And thank you for letting me delay coming here. I want to be true to her memory, her wishes, her unlimited love for humanity. But my only wish, the only thought I have, is to have her back. I want her back.
There couldn't have actually been anything Grace could have done for her.
Grace allowed her to voice her grief.
That must be Najisha.
Okay, I don't want to go through the main doors. I want to still search these apartment things.
Here you go.
Perfect. Hey, what happened to the lights?
I believe Control has turned them off, Addie.
Not cool, boss.
Yeah.
Control? Unbelievable.
Oh, stop being a twat. Thank you.
Look how beat up this is.
It must have been done in anger.
Let me risk
fear
a
also
little more
plays a
light.
part
Enter
in
the
our
dark room.
Why do you insist on defying me?
I'm starting to enjoy it.
Boss, you're an arse. And you're not the boss of me.
Doubt you'll ever get this message, Grace. We've been waiting weeks now without one. I hope Keeper Everett is okay. I've been told his sermons are wonderful. And I hope he will be able to deliver the word of grace again soon. Make things work. I'd like you to know that we still love you and think about you. Great comfort to our family over the years. We've all made them for us. With your wisdom, you are missed.
So Grace would receive wishes and then leave people with instruction in the form of sermons. Could that really be all there was to it?
Ideas are powerful. Perhaps just returning with a more enlightened perspective was enough to move society toward common goals.
Highly unlikely. Grace must have had some control over planetary infrastructure, if she was to have had the influence you suspect.
I've been instructed by Grace to make a wish. Not something big and altruistic, not for someone else, but for me. A real, honest wish, my heart's true desire. Honestly, this long flight to the middle of nowhere, months without my family, missing the harvest with a per diem that barely covers expenses, for what? Some mystical song and dance that makes us feel like we're somehow part of this robot theocracy. This whole thing, the temple, the hushed tones, the awe that people seem to show this place is ridiculous. My honest wish is to be left alone long enough to actually make some headway on the farm and pull in a decent crop.
It doesn't sound like everyone was happy to come here.
For Grace to understand what made people unhappy was just as important as knowing what made them content.
No clue how many of these I've got now, but... where did I just come from? I came from there, I came down here. Okay, I haven't been in this one.
Here you go.
Great.
What the fuck's going on in here? It likes drawing. Oh, there's another one.
So I've been thinking a lot, and I feel like, you know, there's been peace for like centuries now, right? But I watch the old Halos, and there's wars and bad guys and pirates and people who need saving, and it's exciting, right? And of course, you know, it's awful, people dying. But I feel like there's no way to like prove yourself. You know, nothing to fix or protect. Does that make any sense?
Oh dear.
I just want something, like anything at all, to happen. I guess that's what I wish for.
I'm not yawning because I'm bored. I'm yawning because I'm tired.
Just something.
I like
So
this
this
game
guy
a
was
lot.
just bored?
There's Game Pass, remember, as well.
I think this was the last room.
It is.
Finally.
Only Grace.
Are we allowed to draw on the windows here?
All this archaeology searched all the
The
rooms.
people who did this were looking for trouble.
There's another
They were
one in the
tracking
pod.
something here. Terracycles, maybe?
They'd lost sync with Earth.
Or the Spire lost power.
So this should be the last canister then.
I've been told that Grace is no longer receiving these messages, and the Keeper refuses to meet with any of the pilgrims. This is unacceptable. No human, Keeper or otherwise, is above Grace.
Now that's interesting. Wonder what that's about.
Okay, so if that's the last room then, and we didn't get an achievement for... in there. Achievement for getting past that. But we can't go back though, can we? That was that beam there. Imagine we can't go back. No. Okay. That was an achievement, that was as well, so we missed an achievement. But I'm thinking if I'd done that, I wouldn't have been able to get these canisters, so 2 playthroughs maybe needed?
You're looking pretty smug.
What's the pattern?
Another easy one. Light the 4 corners of the pad. You really didn't need my help for this one. It would be a common pattern when guessing symbols.
I have to give you something to do, right? Look at all the vacuum tubes. Must be one in every room in the settlement. Keepers must have been busy.
It's what Grace does with the wishes that should
There's more
interest us.
vacuum tubes, so we need to look out for messages. Let's just go 345, 16 achievements. This thing. Oop, load.
I suspect you're pleased with yourself.
I didn't think reading emotion was part of your programming.
Human emotion can just as easily be deduced from context. You seek out challenge, so I assume you enjoy it. You met the conditions of my challenge. Therefore, it could be assumed that you would take some pleasure, or perhaps pride, in the achievement.
That's an excellent assessment. Does that mean I'm out of a job?
If by job you mean making irrelevant observations, then no. I will leave that with you.
We have arrived at our destination.
The only door that's open. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a little looky. What the? Church?
The Spire pilgrims must have gathered here. To listen to the Keeper's sermons, I guess.
People will return here once the beacon is restored. Flock and shepherd will be reunited.
Interesting. Hey. Big area this. Go around the edges in case it triggers a cutscene or something. Big old area. Cracked glass, like they've been shot or something. Fire pit.
Pilgrims were building fires. Why would they do that? People were clearly sleeping here. They must have dragged this up from the settlement. Someone went through a lot of food. Guessing they were here for a while.
Judging by bedding and volume of food containers, 5 to 10 people might have been here for over 20 days.
Oh god, loads of canisters. Shit.
Wish canisters.
These have never been used.
For recording wishes, maybe. They look pretty banged up.
Better check each one, because there might be one hiding. That's an active one. Yeah, okay. And some more. Best check them. Best check them. Yeah, they all look knackered, but we'll stick his cursor on them. Because that was just down the middle line. Debris pile? Climb. I don't want to climb it. Graffiti.
Quite the manifesto. I don't recognize the language.
I am embarrassed to say I do not recognize it either.
Well, they were here long enough to get bored. It must have been written with charcoal from the fires.
Or fires. Let's look down the pews, see if there's anything there. Don't think. Okay. I wish there was a run button. There's not, is there? There's a fire button. It's been fire the blowtorch. That's all that we've had to fire so far, isn't it? So we climb this then?
Seems to be holding my weight.
Can we go back down? Why can't we go back down places? It's stupid. If we missed anything down there, we're buggered basically, aren't we? More wish canisters.
This must weigh a ton. At least a couple people worked together to break through here.
Pulpit.
So the Keeper must have stood here, addressed the visitors, gave his sermons. You imagine having the solar system coming to you for answers?
The Keeper was merely a vessel for the word of grace.
Then why not have Grace address them?
There's sometimes more power in what is imagined than in what is seen.
More camps. Another stage in the siege. Looks like the numbers really fell off here. Most gave up by now.
Or died.
No bodies yet. Death to Everett. Pretty clear who they blamed.
Better check these canisters. Nope. 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 Guess we're clambering over these boxes.
This must be an attempted barricade. I'm guessing there was a lengthy siege. So, when Grace shut down, the Pilgrims blamed the Keeper. They demanded to see Grace, or thought they could reactivate her. The Keeper turned off the heat. Pilgrims built fires, dug in. They eventually got restless. Wish canisters started flying. As Pilgrims were breaking through the partition, the Keeper and his followers built up a barricade. We'll have to make our way through the barricade to learn how it ended.
Oh. Let them come. Uncovered story of the siege. Turn my torch on.
Can't make this out. 2766 to 2780. These dates are from the old Julian calendar, which makes them very old.
1,200 years, by all accounts.
Nothing here either. This canister looks undamaged.
And it has been recorded on.
Ooh. We got one.
This has gone on long enough. There's nothing Keeper Everett can do to meet your demands. You must return to your ships now, or we will be forced to take more drastic measures.
So this was left for the angry Pilgrims.
What do you think more drastic measures were?
I don't know. But you might get to see that dead body.
Boxes,
Second
barricade.
Looks like they got under this one. 2942 to 2956. I'm guessing these were the time periods that these keepers served here. Do we know where this goes?
To a funicular that leads to the next section of the spire.
Looks intact. It is.
Oxygen is almost out. We are going to make one last push today before returning to the ships. Grace, help us. We will win.
Oxygen tanks. Everett upped the ante. Cut off life support here. Long live Grace.
Apparently not.
Hold on, Addie. The room beyond the airlock is uncompressed. I don't believe it can be sealed. Something must have been compromised. You'll want your helmet on.
The tracks ahead lead to the highest point of Spire, known as the Lighthouse.
Is that where we'll find Grace's processors?
Obviously.
You need only worry about the beacon, Addie.
Shut up! Alright, we're at an hour, guys. End of episode 2. See you in the next part.